Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Boys podcast. I'm John and I'm joined by Matthew and Zach. You still on your phone, Matthew? What are you doing?
What's up?
Yo!
Sitting over there texting people and whatnot.
I was I was uploading my stuff because you said make sure you post your stories about the podcast.
It's because I'm the only one that ever does it.
Why did John get like 20 years older? I feel like that's not how he said it.
Yeah, he said it like make sure you get post your podcast.
I feel like I'm 20 years older, dude. Oh, I just cracked my back.
That's what an old man says.
I know.
My
John's
back.
getting old.
I got a heat pad on my back right now.
Oh, you're definitely old.
I'm just happy you know how to use the internet, John. Let's be honest.
Shut up. As I'm running this whole podcast, yeah.
Not like you set up this podcast or anything.
Fair enough.
John is the least technical savvy out of the three of us.
What?
Yeah.
That's sarcasm, by the way.
Oh. At my age, I don't understand
roll with it.
sarcasm.
What'd you
You even
say?
have a
I
flip
said
phone
at
back in
my
the day.
age, I don't understand sarcasm.
Yeah,
anymore.
old people don't understand sarcasm, so
Yeah.
it's
John's
Newer
so old, he
generation
still
thing.
had a car phone.
That was like when I was a kid.
Exactly. Boy, prove it. Thanks, John.
And Bailey's like, "What's a car phone?"
John remembers AOL 1.
If Bailey's in the chat right now, do you know what a car phone is? I'm curious.
I feel like most of our podcasts is just asking Bailey
Well, because
questions.
she's younger than us.
That's funny.
Because I don't even know if I ever saw a car phone in person. But I remember them being.
You
a thing.
used to have one.
No, I didn't say I had. I was a kid.
Yeah, there's no way you had a car phone.
We couldn't even afford a car phone. What are you talking about? We only had
Yeah.
house phones.
Yeah.
Sure. You guys still use the telegram from that one guy.
Our house phone wasn't even wireless at first.
Mm-hmm.
We still had a corded phone when we were kids.
I remember
She
that.
doesn't know what a car phone is. Car phone was a phone basically that people essentially would put in their car so that they could call people. It was like I think it was a rich people thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I used to have my first phone was a Firefly.
Oh, I forgot about the Firefly. I never
I
had
forgot
one,
about
but I
those.
know what they are.
You can call 3 people, and it didn't work. So-
But yeah, so a car phone was essentially a landline, like or wired phone inside of a car. Let me see if I can find one.
Here, John, I
it's
got.
gonna
I
be
got
like,
one.
what's a wired phone?
Phones had wires?
I'm
Like,
gonna
listen,
send
the
it to you,
iPhone
John,
5 was pretty old when it came out.
You're gonna send it to me on what?
on Discord.
On
Now
the
I gotta
computer.
own Discord. I don't know what Discord is. I'm too old for that. I'm just kidding.
It's the little purple guy, or
Oh,
the little
okay.
white guy in the little purple circle.
You mean Twitter?
Yeah, no, that's the blue.
I got a MySpace.
The Facebook.
Dude, they
Uh.
never like all these social media platforms. None of them were nearly as cool as Facebook or Facebook, MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I want to say, what is it? The things you could do on MySpace as for like music and they actually customize your whole page was
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
But no, I just gotta post random pictures and videos of myself. That's all you get.
It's funny because like these other social media started as like different things. Like Facebook was just writing on people's wall or whatever.
There's a car phone.
Goo.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I said, it was
manual.
it was a total rich people thing. Like
I was gonna say you want to see the old handheld phones. Look at the movie Night at the Roxbury. There's a
Oh,
scene
yeah.
where he's walking out with a phone and it's like this big.
the like 80s wireless
Yeah.
phones. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I remember we found some of those in our grandpa's garage when we were like, I think I was like 12. We were messing with
Did they
them.
still work?
I don't remember if they did. I know we found a radio also, and we kept messing with the radio. And then tribal security was like, "Hey, get off this line," because they could hear us.
Like, you don't know me?
Dude, I remember we used to have those little tiny ones, the little toy kind of
Yeah.
army radios. and we would there was like a home base one or whatever that was
It
like
was we put in the golf cart.
had
in
the
Luke's
little
golf
like
cart.
clicker thing. I don't know what you called it.
It had the handheld.
Yeah, and then the other ones were walkie talkies.
Mhm.
And I remember at our house growing up, we used it one time, and I think that's when we picked up Tribal Security or something, because it was an actual radio, and because it was a low frequency signal, we just happened to cross their line, and we're like, I don't think we're supposed to be hearing these people talking.
Shoot him with one of D's.
We
This
didn't
is like,
know about that.
we're looking for Officer D's. Over.
Like,
D's who? D's nuts.
got him. See, I think before like D's nuts became popular, it was like prank calls. Like when you
Oh,
prank
yeah.
call your friends. I feel like that was the original D's nuts. No one does it anymore. I've yet to receive a prank call in all my years.
I don't think
After,
people
like,
know.
that.
People know about Star 67 anymore. Is it Star
You know-
67?
Yeah, I think so. You know why? You know why there's no more prank calls? Everyone has caller ID. That's why.
Yeah.
It does come up as a.
And if it's an unknown caller, no one's
Yeah.
answering.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's usually spam now. That's what.
Yeah. It's like this one guy named Bob who used to who played guitar at the church, and he would call, but for some reason where he was, it would block his number or something when he'd call. And then I'd always get a voicemail like, "Oh, hey, Matthew, I was trying to contact you." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know." I'd like call him back. I didn't know it was you calling. He said, "unknown caller." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's just for some reason it does that where I'm at. Like it just doesn't. The signal doesn't go through, kind of."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, well, just so you know, I'm not gonna answer anytime you call then, because it says unknown caller."
Right?
Text me first.
You should fix it. Yeah, you fix the issue because I'm not going to answer that.
Just
Yeah.
text me, say, "Hey, I'm about to call you. Answer this call."
That's what my mom does, but she doesn't answer.
Mm.
She'll text me, "Hey, call me." Then I'll call.
And then she'll just laugh and go, and send
She's
you
like,
a
"I got him." Waste of your unlimited minutes.
Denied.
That's
Like
the new
a
prank
classic
call.
prank, mom. I love it. Love you too.
That's the new prank call. You text someone telling him to call you, and then you just send them to voicemail right away.
That's pretty
You-
funny.
and then you text them back. What the hell do you want?
Hey, you just trying to call me? Well, yeah, you told me to call you.
Actually, pretty good. I like that.
That's pretty good. That'd be pretty funny to do to someone. Hey, call me real quick.
I thought you had something you wanted to tell me. Why would I want to tell you something you told me to call you? Whoa, Matthew, your water bottle's invisible.
Oh, what the heck? That's awesome. Matt, you gotta go put a green shirt on.
They hand out
Now we
special water
Yeah, now-
bottles in that club. That's why.
So happens when you get the VIP.
Mm-hmm.
VIP life.
It's so weird. You can still see the liquid in there too. That's the
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Wow.
This is great
That's
for
some
people who
vision.
are listening to only audio.
Yeah. For our audio listeners, Matt has like a green Gatorade bottle. And it's
Mhm.
just a floating G in the lid.
It's leftover.
Whoa!
It's,
No sponsor from Gatorade. We don't shout them out.
I didn't say Gatorade, I said floating G in the lid.
It's
You
in-
just shouted him out.
It's one of those water bottles that you see like for football teams. It's leftover from when Matthew was a water boy. What is that?
What is that?
You know, I just realized what you said. It's the thing that my Razor
Oh, your
capture
Ripsaw?
card came in, but it's all green.
It's
I
'cause
don't know why when you
everything's
said Razor, my mind went straight to a scooter. I'm like, whoa, they come that small?
here.
Yeah, there's a little scooter in here.
Dude, I haven't been on one of those in a long time.
Yeah. I last time I took one to the shin, that was it.
Well,
That's how you know.
That's not how you're supposed to write 'em.
That's why you used to wear a brace when you played football in high school, huh?
Still wear a brace walking around. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Those-
Just
those
injury
Razor
prone.
scooters are no joke.
That's probably like the worst pain I've ever been a part of.
That looks so weird.
Are you just gonna freaking look for things
Whoa!
that are invisible on your green screen?
Sorry for anyone listening through audio. I have like a green Velcro thing for my cords or whatever, and it just looks invisible because I have a green screen behind me.
That's pretty cool.
Matthew just discovered how a green screen works.
Matt, you need what the heck? those
Morph
morph suits?
suit?
Yeah, just the head though.
I have one actually in
we
my
do.
closet.
We do have one. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like
Put that up.
downstairs somewhere.
I actually
Oh, I was
did
gonna say.
that 2 years ago when Matthew did his whole
I
Patrick
want to dress up
Star
as Patrick Star.
cosplay for Halloween. I put on the green morph suit head thing so my head was invisible.
Hey, if you're listening and you want to see me dressed up as Patrick Star, go to my Instagram. You'll see it on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Actually,
right now.
Hit
Listen,
like, subscribe, and follow.
yeah, do that
Do
too.
that first.
But like, I told John afterwards. I'm like, listen, I got to give props to the ladies for wearing heels like that because my freaking quads and my calves were burning. Like I did the whole thing where I was like squatting down a bit, you know, and looking back or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I almost ate shit doing that because it was, first of all, the floor was slippery. Second of all, my freaking like quads were shaking from doing that the whole
Like
time.
you do, leg day workout. Just put some heels on.
Yeah,
a
pretty
mile.
much just walk. But not even a mile, dude. Walk like an eighth of a mile. Oh man, yeah, no, it was like I remember I was just sitting there. We went to take the picture, and I'm like smiling or whatever. But I remember the whole time I'm like, "Hurry up, John! Take the picture! Take the picture!"
There you go. Bro tip for all those guys out there with small calves. Let's put some heels on.
Yep, do some body weight squats with heels on.
It's essentially doing
Yeah.
squats on your tiptoes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like you know, there's videos of women in like heels doing like squats or stuff or deadlifts, and I'm like, they ain't no way I'm gonna do that. That is freaking they're strong. They're strong.
They
Okay,
strong.
crazy.
Couldn't you accomplish the same thing with just like if they had like a wood block that you put your feet on while you squat?
People do that.
Do they?
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you need heels.
people
No,
do that though. They put a wooden block or something underneath their heels or whatever when they do squats. You hit your
That'd be
quads
hard.
more, I think.
I wouldn't do it.
No, see, no, you guys are working the wrong muscles. You need to work jujitsu. All right,
The jujitsu
Covers-
muscle.
there you go.
The jujitsu muscle. Everyone knows that.
Jujitsu muscles. That's what you need to work. Everything else, it's not really relevant.
I'm too
Yeah.
old. I'm too old for that. I can't do jujitsu anymore.
Me either. I still try it.
Zach's like, I didn't say it was good. I said I tried it.
I didn't say your body will feel amazing. No, it's gonna hurt. Your neck's gonna hurt. Your arm's gonna hurt. When someone snaps, like grabs your ankle, that's gonna hurt.
I still
But
remember.
guess what? Now you can choke people out just for fun.
I still remember Zach when he first started taking jujitsu, like 2016 or something. We'd be standing there. We went to go like eat somewhere. Go, let me see your arm for a second. I go, get the hell off of me, Zach.
Yeah,
I
you-
want to see how it breaks, John.
You just grab our arm and just like, come on, come on, go on. We're like, no, let go. You're like, come on, try to get us in a
Yeah.
Kimura.
A Kamimi, dude? Absolutely.
Come you go to sleep. That's why.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Hey, practice makes perfect. So if you're not going to practice on your friends and family, what's the point?
I feel like there is limitations to that sentence.
That's why we're talking about jujitsu, all right? Anything after that,
Yeah.
your friends and family are a little weird. I don't know what to tell you. You have a different relationship. Put it that way.
Yeah. I miss when we used to do jujitsu with Jerry.
Mhm.
We used to do that all the time. We do that and then work out.
Oh,
man.
that was a terrible idea.
I still remember.
Absolutely dead.
I still remember when Nick came and we were doing that. We were doing jujitsu and then we'd work out and do the workout afterwards. And I remember Nick, we were like, "Oh, you gonna do the jujitsu and the workout after with us, or just the workout?" He's like, "No, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both." So we did the jujitsu stuff, and then afterwards, he's just laying on the ground by the fan, and we're like, "You ready for the workout?" He's like, "Nah, I think we're gonna go home."
I think I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah, dude, that one's brutal. I don't
Yeah,
blame him. First time coming in a while. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, and then we did like a gauntlet type thing, I think.
Yeah, we did like 45 minutes.
Where
of
we
just
did like
rolling, yeah.
we did like some drills, but then we did the one where it was like there's me, you, Nick, and then my cousin Juanito. And it was like Nick would go first, or I would go first, and then I'd go against you, Nick,
Yeah, you run
Juanito.
through 3, then switch.
Yeah,
run
and then
through
you
everybody,
switch and then go through. Yeah.
That's brutal.
I forgot who went last, but whoever went last had the worst.
Yeah, right. Just got done rolling. They're like, all right, you're up again, but no breaks.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I remember hearing the story about Nick saying like he showed up to the dungeon. He's like, "Oh, I ate a breakfast burrito right before I came here," and it was like, "Why?"
I think it was his senior year when he was in high school.
Yeah.
I think he was like he was working out there, and then he decided to eat a breakfast burrito, and then or California burrito or something, and worked out, and it just came back.
Oh, absolutely. Came back like a whole burrito. Wasn't like slightly digested.
I remember telling Jerry because he was talking about. I think like it was one of the first times I went to the dungeon, and I ended up throwing up. And he's like, "Oh, you're the hero of the day." And I said, "Oh, so people throwing up is the hero of the day?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "So what's the villain of the day? Is that if you crap your pants while working out?" And you start laughing.
You just shit yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be welcome back after that.
You just stand and stop during the middle of the workout. He's like, "What's wrong?" "I think I'm a villain today."
This is my villain story.
My origin story.
Yeah, your origin story.
That's like I remember when I used to work out with Ralph, and we were doing we do like squats, like heavy squats sometimes, or like deadlifts and all that. And one of the times I was doing heavy squats, we're sitting there and we're just trying to like go to see what what my max is.
Yeah.
And we're going, and I go down for one, and I come up, and as I'm coming up, I kind of struggle because I'm laughing, and I rack the weight, and I turn around. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, Ralph." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "I just farted on my way up." And he starts laughing, going, and I'm like, "No, I'm serious." And he's like, "Oh," and just walks away.
He's like, "Ooh, oh." Just hits him.
Because he was standing right behind me. And then he's like, "Oh, so do you want to go up and wait and try the next set?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have to go to the bathroom and check my shorts."
Yeah. Like, yeah, let me put a diaper on real quick.
And then I walk to the bathroom, and I hear him dying laughing. And so I walk back out. He's like, "I didn't know you were serious." And I was like, "Yeah, that's why I told you I'm sorry, because I farted on you."
I didn't know you were serious, and then I noticed the garbagey smell out here.
Yeah.
It's like those clippers on his nose. I didn't know you were serious.
Yeah. Oh man.
Freaking Ralph. Man, when he left,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sad day.
Awesome coach.
Great person.
Yeah. Awesome
Great human
person.
being
too.
all over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I still remember the one day I saw when we did the Spartan race. The one time I saw Ralph just like done, and because we were doing the Spartan race and we were out there for so long, we get to a part where it was in Temecula, and there was like the lake, and you have to like swim across this small part, or you can walk. The problem is that at the beginning it's shallow and it's very muddy. And so many people were dropping out because they would step and their foot would go in the mud and it would get stuck.
Oh.
And they would try to pull their foot out and get a cramp.
Ooh.
So what I did is I started seeing people do. You just like slowly walk and then lay on your stomach and then just kind of paddle until you get to the deeper part. Well, me and Ralph were like right next to each other, and we see these people falling and like pulling their feet out because it's like going up to their knee, and then they're just cramping up and like crawling off to the side. And I'm like, "Oh, we just lay on our stomachs, we'll be fine." And Ralph just looks at the water and just goes, "Nope," and walks around. Oh man, he's like, "Nope," and just walked all the way around it. Oh
That's
my
hilarious.
gosh, I was like swimming across laughing. So I'm like, "Oh man," he was like, "I ain't doing that. I ain't putting up with that." He was like, "I'd rather do burpees."
Yeah, it's like,
Screw
I'll
that."
do my burpees. And I'm out
Yeah.
here.
Oh man, yeah, that
That's
was.
funny.
It reminded me of our cousin Kevin. Shout out Kevin.
Young Kev.
During I think it was during powwow. He came to a workout with us, and I remember we had done the warm up. We had just like he hadn't worked out in a while, and we had just done the warm up, and we walked back to like the cubbies where our water and stuff are, and our keys and all that. We're taking a drink of water, me and Andrew, and Kevin just looks at us dead in the face, just completely blank, And this is the only time I've ever seen him extremely serious. And he just looks at us and he just goes, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And we started laughing because we thought he was joking, like, oh yeah, it's really hard, like the warm up and stuff, it's tough. He's like, I'm done. I can't do it. And we're like, wait, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm not. So we're like, no, Kevin, we just started the workout. You gotta get through it. Come on. Oh man, it was too funny.
He's only worked out twice at the dungeon, and he was like, that place is the devil. I'm never going back.
Yeah. No, he's worked out like 3 times, and it's all in the same area, like around powwow time. It was like an anniversary thing.
Gotta make room for fry bread, so I don't blame the guy.
That's right, dude.
He's getting ready for those fry bread burgers whenever they come back.
I wish.
But see, that's gonna be like a legend around powwow season. It's like, oh, I remember. And whoever's just gonna retry and do it, it's never gonna be the same.
It's not gonna be the same.
Like, it'll be good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna be.
It's got to be those good fry bread that are like thick enough to where you can cut it and then put a burger in the middle. Oh, yeah, so good.
Don't know where the guy went. His game changed everybody's lives and left.
He's a living legend. Yeah, he just dude,
like Avatar, dude.
Yeah, when we needed him most, he disappeared. Yeah,
when we needed him most, he vanished.
Yeah. Dude, in like 20 years or something, he's gonna come back one day. We're just gonna be at the powwow looking like, does that say fry bread burger? Is that what I think it is? Gonna take a bite and just our world's gonna be changed all over. It's gonna be like starting anew.
His eyes are gonna be glowing. He's gonna flip a burger.
Yeah.
Like, are you? He's gonna serve us the last burger. I'm like, yes, and then gone.
Yeah.
Vanishes with the wind. Like, what?
We're gonna take a bite and be like, oh my gosh, it's so good. We're gonna look and the booth is just gonna be gone.
Gone.
He's like, there he goes. You won't see him for another 50 years.
You kids pay attention. Something magical happened.
Something magical just happened. People are like, where'd you get that fry bread burger? And you'd be like, we got it right.
You'll be single tear coming out.
Point to the sky.
Stand and, oh.
Yeah. We'll salute the sky and just start tearing up,
Yeah, it's the one tear just roll down like.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I got to experience it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be like the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like us, like we're being reborn again, kind of thing. When we take a bite, we're gonna see ourselves or whatever as old men, and then we're gonna become the old men, and then just be like standing there,
taking a bite of fry bread burger.
2001: A Space Odyssey is weird, by the way.
It's supposedly one of the greatest movies ever made. I looked it up the other day.
False.
That's according to IMDb.
Yeah. IMDb.
That one, Rotten Tomatoes. There's a bunch of sites that has it like number 1. Overall.
Yeah, we went and saw it in theaters. Well, because they re-released it in like a IMAX type deal at Grossmont.
The big theater at Grossmont.
And we went and saw it, and as we're watching it, like we get to the end, and I just lean over to John and be like, "This movie's extremely overrated." I was like, "This movie was not that good, and it was annoying at parts."
John looks like he has a different opinion.
No, I agree.
Oh, okay.
No,
it looked like you shook your head like you don't understand this.
No. There's parts where
I love the part with Hal and
yeah. Hal is cool.
All that was cool, but it felt like 3 different movies mixed together. I didn't like the whole freaking. I didn't understand the baby scene, and I didn't like the whole acid trippy scene with the
it's like a minute
high-pitched noises that were going on for like 2 minutes.
It's like a 2-minute thing of like this weird. It's like footage of a valley, but it's flipped upside down, and then it's like multicolored or whatever. And it does that for like 2 minutes, and you're just like, oh my god, okay, we get it. Something's happening. Move on.
Yeah.
The other thing is the freaking like siren or whatever. I had to plug my ears because like what like really loud. I'm like, oh my god, this is hurting my ears. Yeah. That and then I just remember the other scene, John.
Oh, so
ASMR, baby.
So,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
the
there's a
scene-
scene.
the
It's
scene-
just
no,
it's
no.
just breathing.
it's the scene where the astronaut gets locked out by Hal,
Yeah.
and he's trying to help the other person or whatever, and it's all quiet and it's literally breathing. And I just remember that was the part where you were Matthew. I look over at Matthew because Matthew goes, and he keeps laughing. I'm like, it's like me when I'm around food.
It's so quiet, and I'm trying to tell him a joke, and I'm trying not to laugh at my own joke. So I'm like, but I basically leaned over and I said, "Me when I see food," because you just hear.
And keep in mind, this is a theater full of people who
It's a
love
theater
this
full of
movie.
people, so
Like-
I'm
like-
trying to be as quiet as possible, telling John.
Before the
That's
movie started,
hilarious.
like there were people who like dressed up to come see this. They're like, "Oh, I've loved this movie since I was a kid. Blah blah. It's the greatest movie of all time."
Dressed up as in like fancy, not like any
not-
character,
not just
like
Okay,
astronauts.
astronauts?
No, like they
What?
like,
And they
like it
dressed
was
up
a
as like the
night-
monkeys at the beginning.
like it was a night out or something. They were very dressed nice and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're like all talk like the whole group of people was talking about this movie before it started. Like they knew everything about it already. They're like, you know the lore behind this or what Stanley Kubrick was going for, like all this kind of stuff. It was a full theater, and then me and Matthew were just sitting there going like, I have no idea what happens in this movie. And then during
Yeah.
that part, Matthew's sitting there
We'll
going,
find out, right?
everybody's all like quiet and like into the movie, and Matthew's going.
Yeah, it's just all quiet and just, and then you hear me, John.
Joe's that's me when I eat food. You guys.
That's not as bad as I don't remember what movie it was, but there's another movie where I went to lean in to tell John a joke, but I couldn't tell him because I started laughing, and every time I tried to tell him, I would laugh, and I was pretty much in tears laughing so hard from it. And then I finally tell him the joke, and he just stares at me and goes, "Really? That wasn't even funny. Why were you laughing?" And then I started laughing more because I'm like, I don't know why I was laughing.
It was a good one to me.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
I make myself laugh all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
yeah.
I'm gonna say, what other movies do you think are overrated? From you guys went to film school? Did you guys have to watch films?
Oh yeah, I took
Like,
a. I
Citizen
took.
Kane's always one that comes up, and like Casablanca, I think.
Wait, what's the first one you said?
Citizen Kane.
Oh, I never
People
watched
have that
Citizen
highly
Kane.
rated.
I
Yeah.
still haven't watched that.
So I had to. I took a film and society class where I had to watch movies and analyze them. So
Mhm.
they didn't necessarily make us watch a lot of old movies. We did watch Annie Hall. I didn't think that movie was as great as people say it is. It's really weird. There's a scene where one of the characters, and it's funny because the teacher prefaced before the movie, like before the scene, we're watching the movie, and then he pauses it and he goes, "Okay, now, what the heck is the guy's name? Woody Allen. Woody Allen plays a character in there, and he goes, Woody Allen's character's friend is about to come in. Now, before this scene happens, let me tell you, this was a different time. It's very inappropriate, but it was from the 70s." And so he presses play, and the guy's like, "Sorry, I got held up. I was with this 17-year-old or something like that." And I'm like, that's very weird.
We go
And
to
Woody-
the 70s. too,
And then
that,
Woody Allen's like, "You should see my daughter."
Stupid. But yeah, so that movie.
If anyone doesn't know, Woody Allen adopted a girl and then
Married
ended
her.
up marrying her. It's really creepy.
Yeah.
sounds like a very sophisticated Russian wife, right? That's who people buy.
Well,
I don't think she was
She
Russian,
wasn't
though.
Russian. I think
I'm
she's
sorry,
Asian.
The mail order brides. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a
Well,
next step.
But no,
Farther.
But no,
Like, a lot more work.
he and his wife adopted this girl.
Yeah. Him and his wife. Then he divorced his wife
they
and then
raised
married her.
They raised her from a little kid, and then he married her. So it's
Yeah.
very
Now
weird.
that's just gross.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. He is a
Well,
gross man.
So anyways,
I'll say it. I don't care about you movie buffs out there and you like Woody Allen. He's a gross man.
yes. But I was gonna say, so that was the movie I had to watch. We watched a movie called Secret Window, with Jimmy Stewart. That movie's pretty cool. It's essentially the movie Disturbia, the one that came out with Shia LaBeouf.
Disturbia.
Oh, I
But
thought you were gonna
but
say the movie with Johnny Depp.
no. You're talking about.
Yeah, Rihanna. I know what you're talking about.
That's what I
Got a
was saying.
banger.
You're. Is it called Secret Window?
Secret Window is the one with Johnny Depp.
I'm saying y'all watch a lot more different movies than I watch. I went film and media. We watched Pacific Rim, Casablanca, Vertigo, Citizen Kane, and I forget what the last one was.
Wait, you watched Pacific Rim?
Yeah, that was the first movie we watched.
That's a good movie.
I don't know why it was on the film media,
Oh.
but we watched it. I'm like, oh, dude, it's pretty hype. I'm glad I came to this class.
It's called Rear Window.
Oh, Rear Window. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good movie. I thought it was cool. No, I watched Rear Window and like I said, Annie Hall. And then we had to choose movies to watch and analyze them. I chose to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark and E.T. I didn't realize, like, I saw those movies as kids. After watching them as adults, I was like, those movies are really well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad, like, no offense to Steven Spielberg, but he, in my opinion, he hasn't done anything on that level in a while.
Yeah, well, I think that's a lot of those directors from the 80s, right? The 80s.
Yeah,
A lot of
he's an
them
80s
made
director.
like really great movies back then that were like sci-fi or fantasy or adventure, action adventure. And that creativity just hasn't come back in a long time.
Yeah. Like, I was excited when I don't want to talk about this anymore because we've talked about it a bunch of times, but when he was working on the Halo show and whatnot, but I don't think he really did anything for that show. I think he's just an attached name.
Are you talking about
Bring back Will Smith.
Halo Cheeks, the TV show?
Like I said, I don't want to talk about the show anymore. We've talked about it so much already.
Okay. Well, okay. So back to Zach, what Zach was saying, like IMDb's top 250, I would say, like, I've seen most of them, but well, except for Godfather. I haven't seen Godfather, but
haven't seen
overrated
Godfather.
movies, I don't know.
Bro,
That's
they don't
all.
have Paper Tigers on there.
Paper Tigers is really good.
I'm glad you suggest that one too, because I love that movie.
You know what movie I thought was
I hit my
overrated?
dog with poison fingers all the time, but
I need to see that movie still. I haven't seen
I
it.
still got the gift, I guess.
You know what
No
movie
offense to my dogs.
I thought was overrated, and I'll probably get hate for it, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Matthew and I went and saw that movie because people swore it was one of the greatest movies by Quentin Tarantino. And I
People say
watched
that about every movie though.
Yeah. And we watched it, and I was like sitting there,
Oh,
and Matthew and
I
I
know
were
another
watching the movie, and I was like, but you know, the ending is the most exciting part. I mean, Brad Pitt's character's cool in there, but
Yeah.
it's just I thought it was kind of boring. And like I ended up getting to the end of the movie, and Matthew and I both looked at each other and we're like, this movie was kind of boring. Like, not much, like, it's a lot of slow burn, and then at the end a bunch of craziness happens, and I was like, I don't understand what this movie's for or what it's about. And then someone told me later, they're like, oh, it's kind of based on a true story about Sharon Tate, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know anything about her.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't understand Margot Robbie's character even being in the movie.
Yeah, I didn't know this was like based on a true story kind of thing.
In case you didn't know, Sharon Tate was I don't know, was she a model? Oh, she was an actress.
A real actress.
She was an actress who worked with Roman Polanski and lived with him, and I believe she got murdered by Charles Manson.
By his
followers.
His followers, his cult. Followers.
So her character is in the movie.
Mm.
Like, she doesn't get murdered in the movie or anything, but she's in the movie. But
Yeah,
it's
spoilers if you haven't seen it. It's like an alternate thing.
Hold on. Gotta put it up there now.
No spoilers.
Yeah, put it on yourself.
Like,
there you go, John.
Fast forward 5 minutes. You don't want spoilers for this movie.
Listen, if you would have watched the movie without knowing this, you would have been as confused as we were. But it's basically it's not. She's not the focus, but she is like a side character focus, and it's an alternate like reality kind of thing or whatever of what could have happened. If that makes sense, watch the movie and you'd understand, or don't watch it. I really don't care either way. But people were like, "Oh, like fans of the movie and stuff were like, oh, well, it's like an homage to LA. Like if you are part of LA, you know, and you grew up in that culture,
love letter to old Hollywood.
Yeah, to old Hollywood. You would understand." And I'm like, if it has a specific audience, it is not a good movie.
I don't know necessarily that, but
no, if you have to understand that before going in, I don't think it's that good of a movie.
Well, and then
I think very niche.
Yeah, it is
it's
very neat. But to
Yeah.
say it's like a great movie, listen, it's a great movie in specific groups. Sure, I'll say that. Like, hey, if you understand that, cool. But don't argue with people and say like, oh, it deserves to be up here. It's like one of his. I'm like, no, come on. If we're going with Quentin Tarantino, Reservoir Dogs is one of the top. I think, my opinion.
I think Django Unchained is my favorite.
I like Goodfellas, but that's just me.
I was gonna say
That's
though,
not
I like a
Quentin
good
Tarantino.
mafia movie.
also with Quentin Tarantino, Hateful Eight.
That's a good
Did-
one. I like that one.
Didn't like it.
I didn't like that one either.
You like
Yeah.
it? Oh,
No, I hated that movie.
hate's a strong word.
I hated that movie.
What?
I mean, it's in the
Double
name,
down.
so-
Double down on
I-
it.
I went in thinking like this is gonna be an awesome western with all these crazy actors for it to only be taking place in one place, and then they're all like,
Wild West.
"Wait a second,
Only one place.
I don't like you. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill you. I've been looking for you." And I was like, "This really? Everybody's
It-
shows up here
That's
and
movies
secretly
now,
hates
man.
each other."
Movies don't, there's no original
My-
ideas anymore for movies.
And in my opinion, I think Hateful Eight was a watered down version of Reservoir Dogs, because Reservoir Dogs starts, and then it ends up in one location, and the characters tell you the story of what's happening. They come in. It's like a Reservoir Dogs is like a play. The characters come in and tell you what's going on in the background of the movie, of the like what's happening in the scene, and then they leave. And then another one comes in, and they're slowly giving you pieces of the story. I think Hateful Eight is like a watered down version of that, and it doesn't do as good of a job. I think he tried to recreate that, but in a Western style, and it just didn't work out. My opinion. That's my opinion on it.
And then the whole thing with Channing Tatum just showing up out of nowhere and getting
Okay,
blasted
I
in
thought
the face.
I thought that part
like,
was funny though.
You need some eye candy for every movie, so let's be honest. Might as well be one of them.
To be fair, I'm not like a huge fan of gore as it is, so like I'm like, for me, when it comes to Quentin Tarantino, it has to be a really good story, because I a lot of people like Quentin Tarantino for like the gore and the stupidity, and
And the feet.
Shut up. And I'm just not like one of those people. But yeah, what was the
He was saying movies that were. I was gonna say another one is
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Avatar,
I just-
the Blue People.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, blue people.
I'll say it to all you Avatar fans out there. It's not that good of a movie. It really isn't.
It's funny you say that
very
because the second
overrated.
one's coming out 10 years later.
Yeah, it's overrated. It's very overrated. There's only one Avatar, and it's The Last Airbender. Okay.
And his name is
And-
Ung.
Yeah, not the movie, the show, not the movie.
It's Ung and Appa. Yop, yop, son.
Ung.
All right.
Ung.
I can't believe they made a movie about that. Lose my mind.
Oh, okay. Here's a list of overrated movies on IMDb.
Oh, dope.
Oh,
What we got? What we got?
Number one
Shout 'em out.
is Wrath of Khan. I thought that movie was all right.
Really? Wait, which
Can't say
one?
I've ever
Oh,
seen it.
Wrath of Khan. Huh?
Yeah, that's the one that everybody says is the best Star Trek movie. Dark Knight is number 2. Okay, that movie's actually good, so I don't know why you would say that.
I understand people like, oh, it's the best Batman. Well, one, it's because it is. You seen the new Batman? Come on.
Okay.
I'll
You
throw
would get
shade at the new
disagreement on
Batman.
that one.
Dude. I'm throwing straight shade at the new Batman.
Dude, 2001 Space Odyssey is on here as number 5.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense.
A
I mean,
Christmas
people say it's
Story
the best.
is number 4.
You know what? I could back that. It's a good movie, but I don't think it's like
I love A Christmas Story.
a great.
Y'all know my opinion on the holiday movies. I think they all suck. So.
No, you won't watch any Halloween movies.
It's because they're
Wait,
trash, bro.
what?
It's the same concept.
Wait, John, what did you search? I want to go along with you. I want to see
I
what
just
they got.
searched
I wanna
overrated
see-
movies.
Pull it up.
The
We all want to
wait,
see John.
the most overrated.
I just searched overrated movies, and it was
I know,
on
but-
Wait, so the world
There's
can
like-
see what's overrated.
There's like 3 different ones, John, on IMDb.
Yeah.
I didn't search IMDb. I searched on Google
I know.
Okay,
overrated
John, pull
movies,
up,
and it
pull
was the
up.
first
Just send it in
link.
the Discord so we can follow along.
I don't know what Discord is. I'm just kidding. Hold on. I'll
There we
post it
go.
in the Whiskey Boys Discord. Jeez. Let's see. How do I?
All right. Like we've been saying for months now, if someone wants to be like our director of production, we're hiring because John's John can't handle it in his old age.
Stupid.
This is not working anymore.
Okay.
I want to see. Where's it at?
Oh, A Streetcar Named Desire.
I don't know what that is.
Ooh. I've never seen it. I don't know. Wait. No, I think I know what film it is.
Is it in Thunder Bunch or Whiskey
Yeah,
Boys?
it's Whiskey Boys.
On Thunder Bunch or the actual?
Yeah,
Whiskey
on Thunder Bunch Discord.
Very confusing nowadays.
Oh, I haven't seen this, but I know people like use it as like a thirst thing for Marlon Brando when he was younger. Because it's him in like a tight shirt.
Oh, you're talking about Streetcar Named Desire. I was like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
That movie, A Streetcar Named Desire.
I've heard the name. I didn't know it was a movie. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah.
Braveheart. I can.
Christmas. Let's see. Let's
I
go.
can act like
I've
Number
never
4.
seen Braveheart, so
Sorry.
You said
where we at,
Christmas
4?
Story, and then you said 5 is 2001.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, number 6. Oh, okay.
So that's a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. Fellowship
Lord-
of the Ring?
I will say it is my least favorite of the original trilogy.
I will say out of the 3, I would say it's probably no. I like Boromir, so.
I think Two Towers is my favorite.
But I
Showers of Fire.
don't know. That's a to put
Return of the
it in
King.
this. Let's okay. Hold
Absolutely
on.
great movie.
Let's go to
Yeah.
the next one. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if I agree with this list anymore. I just saw the next 2 movies.
Yeah.
Overrated. That's,
Okay. So number
they're
6.
good movies. They're not overrated. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Fellowship of the Ring's a good movie for the series. I want to say it's great. It's definitely not
Yeah.
overrated. I think it's where it's supposed to be. Right?
Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. Okay. And then number 7 is
was-
Braveheart.
Yo, dude, I mean, maybe it's long. That's my only
Oh,
complaint.
there's comments on here. I just realized.
Yeah. What
They say it's a decent medieval film with some excellent parts, plus Patrick McGoohan shines as the villain Longshanks, but it butchers history and is nowhere near the masterpiece some claim it to be. I'd watch 2006 Tristan and Isolde
Or Isolde.
I don't know how to say that.
I've seen that
Or
movie
2001's
before.
Attila any day over this. Okay, just because it butchers history, it
Welcome
doesn't.
to America, all right?
It's not a
they butcher
biopic.
history every day.
It's not like, oh, this is exactly how it happened.
Oh my goodness.
We
That's
had-
why it's overrated?
Yeah,
That's
William
wild.
Wallace was an American with a terrible Scottish accent. They will never take my freedom or our freedom or
How was
mine.
Gladiator overrated?
Yeah. Okay. Number 8, Gladiator. That's why I said I don't know about this list anymore because it
That's
goes
a good film.
Fellowship, Braveheart, Gladiator.
Yeah.
Marginally better than Braveheart, and I somewhat like it, but it's still nowhere near
Wait.
where the hype puts it.
I wonder if all
this-
these comments are the same person.
That's what I was gonna say. Is this list by one person? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, okay. Well, this guy is just wrong.
But,
Why
like-
you buy?
Oh my god! No,
IMDb.
you got to keep going
Gla-
to see the rest of the movies.
Gla-
he has on
Oh,
here.
we will,
Gladiator-
we will.
Gladiator is like one of Ridley Scott's like top movies
Yeah,
for sure. Well, besides
It's a
Alien.
good- It's a good
Wait,
movie.
Alien?
yeah, he made the first
Yeah,
Alien.
yeah.
Hmm.
Number 9, Shakespeare in Love.
I
I've
haven't
never
seen
seen
it,
it.
so yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's overrated. Like, I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't think it's like highly praised kind of thing. Best Picture, unbelievable. It's just not that good, although it's okay.
You don't have to go
What-
through all of them, Matthew.
Wait, what?
We
It's-
won't. Let's hit the highlights then. Let's.
It's just not that good, although it's okay. So then it's not overrated. I'm
So it
confused
sounds
by
like
that.
where it's supposed to be.
Oh my god! I just saw the next ones.
Oh yeah.
Bro, saving Ryan's privates. Come on.
Okay, well, no, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, actually, you know what? The good and the bad, I can see why that's overrated. It's very niche. It's a very niche movie. You have to like westerns. But saving what you said, Private Ryan or Ryan's Private.
Ryan's private.
Well, that's a different movie. That's a different movie. We don't put the
Oh, yeah,
mature
that
on
was on
Zax.
Pornhub. My
Put
bad.
the
That's
mature
on
on
me.
Zax.
Oh,
That was on not safe for work.
oh, it's not
My bad,
ready.
My bad. That's on me. That's on me. What movie is this?
Oh, there we go.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah. So
Not
saving
fantastic. I'll never
saving
say great. It's good. It's just
saving
one of the
Private
highlights of the movie.
Ryan, I think, is like one of the top World War II movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
That movie
Yeah.
gave me hope in Steven Spielberg handling Halo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another Steven Spielberg right there, dude.
It's just a good movie.
Dude, and then
Tim Burton's Batman.
Okay.
okay,
I will say I think people praise say everybody's all excited about Michael Keaton coming back for
Oh
the Flash
yeah.
and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, he's the best Batman." I'm like, I think you guys kind of overrate that a little bit. Like, I think nostalgia plays too much of a role in that.
Yes.
Like, I haven't seen the Batman since like the '90s. I need to watch it again to like see if it's as good as everybody says. But as far as I remember, it's like it's a '90s superhero movie. It's okay.
You know what?
Have you guys scrolled through this list?
For
Not the whole thing,
I'm
no.
scrolling right now.
For once, I agree with this person. What they said. They said, Tim Burton is outstanding with visuals, but he didn't take the Batman legend seriously, and most importantly, he failed to incorporate an interesting story. What good is a boring? Well, what good is a boring film that looks great, doesn't take its subject seriously? This is quintessential example of style over substance. I will agree to an extent on that. It visually, it looks amazing. It looks really good.
Yeah, definitely a Tim Burton film.
Yeah.
Kind of lacks in the story department. I will agree with that.
But like,
I'll agree with that. I personally, I believe that Michael Keaton Batman, Tim Burton's one is a little overrated. Not a lot, a little.
I don't know if I feel like it fits what it's supposed to be. No, I don't feel like anyone says, "Oh yeah, that Batman, fantastic! It's great, a masterpiece." It's all right for what it is by Tim Burton. Cool.
A lot of fans, a lot of
Really?
Batman fans highly praise that.
Really,
People.
Well, I guess I just didn't
yeah.
know. People I talked to, I'm like,
what'd you
that's
say,
all
Joe?
right.
I was
That's
saying
how I
just
felt.
people are in love with Michael Keaton as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the whole movie The Birdman is about. It's a reference to him being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever seen Birdman, well, that's an overrated movie. Birdman is.
It's A Beautiful Mind.
That movie's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say it's good,
Yeah,
but I don't like it says overhyped though. Or overrated. I don't know anyone that's like rating it highly, right?
It's got an 8.2 right now. What are you talking about?
Was it Borat?
Borat, yes, 100%. I think overrated.
I think y'all talk to more interesting people than I do, but no one ever is like, "Oh, Borat, great film."
Yeah,
But
no,
I feel like
I don't like Sacha Baron Cohen. I don't think it's funny. That's just me.
I think if you're rating Borat highly, or you still say very nice and those kind of things from that movie, you are stuck in the early 2000s and you need to grow up.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen has done some stuff that I'm like, that's awesome, you know, blah blah blah. Like what was it? 2020. He went to a Trump rally in disguise, pretending to be a musician, and then just started saying a bunch of random stuff, which ended up in the movie. It was the sequel, and I thought that was funny or whatever. Did I think it was like hilarious? Like haha, it actually makes me laugh. No. Like I'm like, yeah, it's crazy the stuff he does or whatever, but I don't really. I've seen the movie once. I don't care to watch it again. I don't really care about seeing the sequel.
He's honestly a really good actor, but I think some of the stuff like that is very. I don't know. I'm trying to say something.
I'm not a huge fan of what is it called? Like publicity stunts as it is.
Yeah.
Like even in Jackass, like some of them I'm just like
in the past, you mean?
Yeah, some of them like I don't know about doing that stuff. Like the stuff like I thought were funny, like in the sequel where freaking Johnny Knoxville lays on that cushion and someone jumps on it and he goes flying into the ceiling and everybody's like, what the hell happened? But I just don't like awkward situations. So it's like I don't like people purposely trying to make things awkward like in Borat he does.
Sorry, I burped.
So it's like I wasn't a fan of that movie that much because it's like I don't like people going into. It's like when you watch an IRL freaking streamer, like there's gonna be awkward situations.
There's always gonna be awkward situations.
100%, 100%. Most sorry, IRL streamers. Most of them either they're awkward or they get into awkward situations.
That's why I don't like watching cringe
compilations
either. I can't do it. No,
it's because you cringe too hard. That's why
I'm like, why would I need that in my life? Why do I need to see people be in awkward situations? I cannot watch marriage proposals where the woman walks away and stuff like that. Like I feel so horrible watching those. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's it gives you that cold feeling inside.
like obviously
Alright.
there could be whatever reasons for people to call. I don't care that someone did that because obviously they weren't ready for it or they didn't actually want to be with this person, whatever. But I don't need to see it, because that's like a fear of mine. One day I'll propose to somebody and they just walk away. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm never getting married.
That's
Terrifying.
that would. I mean, Zach knows that fear, right?
It was the weirdest thing. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because I invited her brother over because we went golfing. I'm like, hey, can you help me set up? I'm gonna propose today. So I did like the heart, flowers, whatever in the driveway because we kind of just wanted to be us.
Mm-hmm.
But we needed pictures. So I'm like, all right, cool. She pulls up in the car, hops out the car, and I'm just standing there with like the ring in my hand, whatever, all awkward and stuff. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, just, I gotta tell you something. Just come over here. And then she's like, I feel like forever. She's just like, like slowly walking over. I'm like, just shaking, trying to hold this thing. I'm like, I love you. I kind of just want to be with you forever. Blah blah blah. Will you marry me? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank God. That's basically what it felt like. Like that's how I remember her. She's like, you know what? I'm about to ruin this man's life. Like, please don't. That's what it felt like. But yeah, I couldn't imagine to do that again in front of just walk away, not even say anything. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like,
all right.
Well, yeah, I know, like imagine that, but like in front of people too. When people,
I feel like it's a bad idea to try and do a big proposal like that in front of like say when people do it at a baseball game or something like that. It's like you're putting the other person in an awkward situation, and
like
those make me cringe. Those are the ones that for sure make me cringe.
Oh, man, that reminds me of high school because people at my high school, I went to private school, right? Those homecoming dances. And
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Banquets we did. It's like it's a huge ordeal at our school, so people go all out.
Yeah.
A guy did that in our class, and we had a class of 30. It's one of our big classes. That's a lot of people from my high school, all right? Made a whole like PowerPoint. The teacher helped him with it. She was like, yeah, okay. But after that class, she's like, no, I cannot go with you. I was just trying to be nice. So like not to deny you in front of everyone. And like I was friends with them. I'm like, oh my god, you what? So yeah, I'm them. I'm like,
she's like, I can't go with you. You're not Bostonia's best.
You're not top 5, okay? That's basically what happened. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's like worse than just telling them no.
Well, I was gonna say, thinking about that situation, I'm like, what's worse, getting told no in front of everyone, or getting told no after and having to tell everyone that asks you?
She said no, yeah.
That she said no. Like, what's a worse situation?
Yeah.
I'm saying number 2 for sure.
I feel like having to go have like people like, oh, you're going to prom with whatever, and be like, nah, she told me after the presentation. She said no, and
then she said yeah to this other
guy.
Yeah,
it'd be probably easier just to get it done that everyone knows at the same time rather than having to go tell everyone.
I don't know. I think the second one.
Flowers just toss. I'm like, nah, son.
I think it'd be better because you don't have the embarrassment of everybody being there. I think the second would be better if she told you.
But you have the embarrassment when people ask, having to tell them individually.
Yeah, but guy, and then she has to explain to her friends what happened too. And my school had like 100 people, so everybody knew about it. I'm like, oh, dude,
luckily, I never went through that kind of thing.
Ugh. Don't go to private school, y'all. Let me tell you.
Like when I went to prom, I asked my friend, so. No, she said yes, so everything was fine.
Why you ask her, but not me?
What'd you say?
He said, "Why'd you ask her, but not me?"
Oh,
because I don't do that kind of thing.
I think the awkward thing is that for prom, I asked one of my friends, and then she told me, she's like, "Oh, well, someone else had already asked me or whatever. Literally, like a couple minutes ago, they just called," and I was like, damn it. I was like a little like teenager, like, if I had called sooner.
Like, cool.
What happened to me?
Because then I had no backup plan and I had to find someone.
The original person I was gonna ask, I was talking to my friend about it. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about asking her," and he's like, "Oh, you're a little late. Our friend whatever asked her already today, and she's going with him." And I was like, well, "This sucks."
Damn, Barona on the landlines.
Damn internet.
My brother was on AOL. I couldn't call.
So I ended up
That's when
asking
John
a friend.
complained to chairman. We need faster internet.
Oh man, that's
Stupid.
funny. Yeah, I don't know if I ever got into awkward situations like that.
Did you have a
Kidding.
prom, Zach, at your school?
It's called junior, senior. Okay, here's the thing. All our
I remember your talent
Dance
show thing.
talent
it's
show.
not-
Yeah,
there's yeah, we had like talent shows. There's no dancing, no hip thrust, no blah blah blah. So our homecoming dance thing was the lip syncs, right? So as a class, and if you want to put it individually, you would have to perform in front of judges and lip sync, whatever. Kind of like a talent show. For like prom and stuff like that, it was called Winter Banquet and Junior Senior. You would go show up, super fancy, tux, whatever, you'd eat, and that's it. You bounce. There's no
That's so
dancing, there's
terrible.
no party. No, no.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
best one I ever went to was probably my sophomore year. I went with one of my friends, and like we did the banquet. Nobody cared about that because our group went to laser tag after, all dressed up.
Nice.
Like the girls all had heels. We all were all in our tuxes, and we're like diving around, shooting each other. That was a great time. For sure, one for the books. Everything else after that was kind of sucked. Minus they brought a magician one year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, like if you're in like elementary school, magician, fine. You're in high school. Who wants to? I
Magician,
mean,
like, yeah, that's
unless
how we
it's like
thought.
Chris Angel or
However-
something.
However, my friend was also a magician. So they had a magician off throwing card tricks back and forth like all night.
Man, your
Jeez.
school was weird.
Like I said, don't go to private school. It's bad for your mental health, just in general. Don't go.
Zach went to school in the city of Footloose, apparently.
There's no dancing.
Yeah, no dancing.
Mm-mm.
Kevin Bacon
Dancing
had to
leads
show up and
pregnancy.
save him.
That's what they said.
What'd you say?
Modest is hottest.
Oh,
All right. Don't go to private school, y'all. Go get a real education somewhere else.
No, I remember going to my prom. They were like, "Oh, it's at the hotel in Coronado." We're like, "Sweet." That
Oh,
and
heck
we were all
yeah.
looking at pictures and we're like, "This is gonna be awesome." We
Calm
showed
it down.
up. We showed up in the limo and stuff, and the limo drives right past the hotel, and we're like, "Where are we going?" And then it parks in the parking lot, and then we get out, and there's a big tent set up in the parking lot,
Ooh.
and I'm like, "Really? This is where our prom is? Like, you
Dude.
guys couldn't rent the actual hotel?"
Your ASB sucks.
and then we went in there, and I remember it was freaking hot, and we're all like, "Dude, I'm so thirsty," blah blah blah. And we walked over, and all they had at like the snack bar was soda that wasn't cold
Mm.
and like candy and like Chex Mix.
Yep.
And I was like,
Blame your ASB staff.
Dude, your
we were like,
ASB
"What the
sucks,
hell?"
John.
So we were like,
Bro, vote me for
scooping-
ASB, all right? We do parties.
We were like scooping the ice that was around the sodas and being like, hopefully it melts so I can have some water. So it's like, why would
my
they not
prom-
have water? Yeah, Matthew's prom was cool.
My prom was cool. It was at House of Blues
Yeah.
in downtown
Oh,
San Diego.
what?
Yeah.
That's a good ASB.
We had
That's why I got
water.
voted in.
We had nachos.
Mm.
That's it.
Oh, all right.
I'm pretty sure that's I don't remember. I just remember there was
We
water
had
and
a
nachos.
magician? No, I'm just kidding.
Go get the magician.
It was funny because we just danced the whole time and like our friend group, like we just didn't care. We were on the dance floor the whole
Yeah,
the whole
man.
time, just dancing with us.
Open the pit.
And then
up.
and then a slow song, and we're just like, all right, let's go stand over here to the side. But I was gonna say my date walked off and went to go dance with someone else. So yeah, they don't watch this, so they won't watch this. They won't know.
We call them out, right? Let them know.
Yeah. But yeah, my date took off. So, but I was gonna say one of the weirdest things I always thought about when I was younger and then when I was older is prom king and queen. Makes no sense.
No.
Why? Why? Like, why do we need royalty for a dance?
I don't even know if I remember
Because they're
voting
cool.
on
Alright?
prom king and queen.
Like I remember when mine happened, like a lot of people just didn't care. They're like, we're announcing prom king and queen. It's this person and this person. They're like, oh, turn the music back on.
Yeah, ours happened during like homecoming, and of course it was our football coach's daughter and the quarterback. So we're like, this is rigged.
That's how it always is.
Don't
though.
care, but it's still rigged. That's super obvious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who mine was, but it was something like that too.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you who mine was.
I'm saying I was on ASB for 3 years and we threw terrible parties. I remember we tried to plan senior trip, and the grand idea that's been done every year before us was let's go to Disneyland for 4 days.
What are you gonna do for 4 days at Disneyland?
Yeah, I don't know.
I said, I'm like, dude, let's go beach camping.
That sounds pretty
Beach
cool.
camping's fun. Yeah, let's go do something else. Like, no, we're going to Disneyland for 4 days. I'm like, all right, you're not gonna see me there.
Oh.
I got baseball to go to. I didn't. We were out of playoffs, but I just didn't go. I'm like,
Isn't
I'm
it
not
winter?
going to Disneyland for 4 days. Yeah.
What was it? Did you have like a grad night too? No.
Mm-mm.
I remember John's grad night because I went with him. It was a boat.
We got to go on a small party boat.
On a party boat,
and
that
it was Monte
on-
Carlo night.
on the middle floor.
Okay, F1.
On the middle
Yeah.
floor was a dance floor and some tables, a small dance floor, mind you. On the bottom
Oh, you're on a
floor
boat, yeah.
was a bunch of like pool or not pool, what the heck, pool tables would have been pretty sick actually. It was a bunch of card
Would have made it
tables,
better.
It was
card
it
tables,
was
and you get
craps,
fake money so you could go bet
It was
and
craps,
play cards.
poker, and something else.
Oh, bro, I would throw down. I'd
And
take everybody's money.
They gave us fake
Everybody's
money,
fake money, yeah.
and whoever had the most at the end won a laptop. That's
Wait,
what it
what?
was.
By the way, one of our cousins, mom, I think, was part of it.
Somebody
and
from the reservation.
Guess who won the laptop?
Probably one of the cousins.
Oh man, I don't think they watch this. We're calling out everyone. I don't care. That's years ago. They ain't gonna care.
He was.
Yeah.
He's
Go
like the
ahead, John.
only person who would actually be good at playing
Yeah.
cards and stuff while we were all in high school. Matthew and I were the only ones on the dance floor.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was
he's
me.
a degenerate, okay? He gambles at the casino. Under 18.
I think Andrea went with us, right?
Yeah. Nobody wanted to join us on the dance floor, maybe because I took my shirt off, but
Yeah.
just kidding.
Probably because you kind of rogue.
I was
One
up
too
there
many
doing
times,
the
John.
worm. Remember that? I was doing the worm, dude. Back in the day when I used to do the worm.
I said,
Then I
Yeah.
Sounds
hurt
like
my
your
back.
ASU
I
was
got
trash.
old.
They're
that's why
actually-
voting's important. No?
for
Remember to
school,
vote, your
for school
ASB.
ASB, yeah.
There was
Or,
actually
18
there's-
and younger crowd.
there was
Definitely
actually a
vote
couple
for the
other
ASB
people
version.
who joined us on the dance floor. I don't remember who they were, but it took a while.
Yeah.
Most of the time it was Matthew and I by ourselves.
It was me, you, and then our friends. A couple of them came up there, and then some other people who realized, yeah, just like fake gambling for like an hour gets boring.
Oh, it was longer than an hour.
Well, I know, but after an
I mean,
hour,
we
it
were
gets
there
boring.
from like 6 until midnight.
Yeah, a lot of time,
It
like
was
what we
boring.
mostly did was like eat whatever food they had there, go on the dance floor and dance, recommend songs to the DJ who wouldn't play them, and then go up to the top and like cool off because it was cold outside.
Yeah. And
You didn't
then
play Boots with the Fur, dude? Some people. What DJ's like?
Mm-mm.
I think we were talking to Andrew about it, our older brother, and he's like, "Wait, what? That's what you guys did? Why didn't you guys just go to Disneyland like everybody else?" And we're like, I know, right?
I know, yeah.
Everybody gets to go to Disneyland for grad night, and we had to freaking go on a freaking boat.
I don't remember what my grad night was supposed to be.
You
I
didn't
just
go.
remember, yeah, I didn't go, but it's because it was, I forgot what it was. And I'm like,
I think it was
if it
the
ain't
boat again.
Disneyland, I ain't going.
I think it was the boat again.
Yeah, probably. Then yeah.
I think it
I'll
was
tell
the
you
same
what.
people handling it.
We
Probably.
had one Sadie Hawkins where the girls asked the guys, and since we don't dance or anything, they're like, "Oh, we should do line dancing to Cotton Eye Joe
Oh God.
at a real farm."
What?
Being on ASB, we had to go set up. So we made it like country theme, blah blah blah. It smelled like so much cow. How do I put this? Manure? No, it was cow shit. I'll just say it.
Oh man, that's
Everywhere.
too
It
good.
smelled terrible. And we sold these poor people of Christian High $30 tickets to come
Oh,
get
man.
terrible food, smell and step in cow manure.
Like, who wants
And
a picture
then
with the pig?
We had one teacher ish, like from I would assume a local bar who knew Cotton Eye Joe line dancing.
Oh
They
my
sat on this
God.
big box. Everyone made a big old circle around them. It's like these are the steps. We played that one song. Everybody did the dance, and that was it.
It's like a
Oh,
fever
that's
dream.
Everybody had to go home. That was done.
That's terrible. Like that story just had a layer that just kept going.
Don't go to private school. I'm begging y'all, go get real life experience anywhere else. Private school is not it.
The start with line dancing, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I guess like, you know, country
I threw
music,
down to
they
line
like it.
dancing.
But
I
then
like
to
it.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah. Literally Cotton Eye Joe. One
Oh,
person to teach it, you're at a real farm.
at a real farm, yeah.
Real farm. It was terrible.
It just, you kids ready to dance to Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah. That was it. Do not go to private school. If I warn anybody, just go get real life experience. You know, deal with those problems.
Oh, man.
But at least you know, okay? You know
Hey,
how life works. It's not like private school.
You go to private school, you could be Bostonia's best, right? And get a free pizza party.
You're damn right.
You know, you never know.
Hungry Howie's every Thursday.
You never know, dude. You never know. Or you could go to public school and possibly take a swim class.
Yeah, you get real skills
Yeah.
at a public school. We didn't have auto shop, woodworking, swim. We had
Wait.
none of that.
Wait, oh, well, I guess I've been to your school. I know, but you didn't have like wood shop or anything.
No.
What were
We
your
had
what were your electives?
It was drama, film and media. Fun fact: our film and media teacher when I was there was how do I put this gently? Let's put like children and
He's not allowed back at the school.
yeah, no, he's in.
He's
prison
not
for a
allowed.
while.
He's not allowed around any schools once he gets out.
He's never gonna know.
Oh jeez.
It's kind of one of those guys. Yeah, that was it, and he taught photography and like film and media.
Oh God! Like as in other words, like computer files of stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
pretty
my
bad.
God!
This happened after I graduated, but I knew the guy, which was super weird. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said,
Jeez.
don't go to private school, man. It's
Was his name Woody Allen?
Stupid.
no, no. Our elective was like typing, drama. What was the other one?
Was it
Film
on?
media
Was typing on a
and-
typewriter?
And home ec. No,
I guess
because
at home
again,
ec was
private
pretty
school,
cool.
we had that Mac. All right.
It's
got the
true.
air-
Private school.
We had the air keyboard. It was nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, we only had like 4 electives.
You say home ec?
Yeah, so like cooking.
That's cool. We had
Oh.
I took cooking.
They,
I liked
we,
it. That
they-
class was cool.
Cooking's one
I
of the
remember
best classes
they
I
had
took in high
that.
school.
They had that at in middle school, and like I think it was probably like 2 years before we got in. They got rid of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because Andrew took it and he had to learn how to sew and cook and stuff like that. And I was like,
Yeah,
I,
we just-
honestly,
there.
That's
I
pretty cool.
don't know why they don't keep that in school, because that is honestly like that's probably one of the most important classes you could have in school.
Honestly,
Because it's like when you're an adult, you're gonna need to know that stuff eventually.
I ended up taking woodworking in
that
7th
would have been
grade.
fun.
And then I took woodworking again my sophomore year and cabinet making my junior year.
Yeah. See, I don't care who you are. When you're an adult, you should at least know how to wash your own clothes, wash your own dishes,
Wash your ass.
wash your ass, and at least cook and know how to cook something. You know.
You gotta have at least three meals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if you're like, listen, like, there's nothing wrong with living at home, but if you're gonna go live off on your own, you need to know how to do that stuff. Like,
Very true.
you know, it's like I remember a friend, I won't name any names, but one of our friends was talking about a shirt that his mom had washed, and he was complaining about it because he's like, oh, you know, she shrunk my shirt because she dried it wrong or washed it wrong. This guy was like 20 something, and I said, why's your mom still washing your clothes? And he's like, well, because she offers to do it. I said, if you don't want your clothes to shrink, then wash your own clothes. If not,
Yep.
then stop complaining. I
Yep.
said, you're an adult.
100%.
I said, you're 20 something. If you don't know how to wash your clothes at that point, then you're doing something wrong.
I complained one time to my mom when I used to live with them, my parents. I was like, "Oh, my clothes not washed? Like you do it." I'm like, "Okay, cool.
Yeah, see, it's
I
different.
get you, mom. All right, I'll wash nothing because I'm on your schedule. Cool. I ain't washing my clothes. I know me. Now I do, but
See,
when I
it
was with my parents.
was
not doing
different for
that.
us. We were washing our clothes when we were like
Mhm.
10, 11.
Dude, I still remember like dad showing up to pick us up and be like, get out here, we gotta go, your game starts in like 2 hours for baseball. I'm like, I didn't wash my pants, they still got
Mhm.
grass stains on them from last night or whatever from
It wa-
practice.
Yeah.
We wore a couple times we go to games and we wore like stinky outfits, you know,
Uniform.
uniforms, yeah,
They'll do it.
for baseball, because
Yeah.
there's a couple times we just forget to wash our uniforms.
Also, it was a pain in the butt to do our laundry because our laundry room wasn't attached to our house.
Yeah, it was
So it's like
outside.
you had to walk outside to go to it.
Dude, I remember
It was even worse than Hamul.
this is how young I was that I remember my dad, because I didn't have any clothes to wash, and my dad told Andrew to teach me how to wash my clothes, and so Andrew taught me. But I had to climb on top of the washer and dryer to get the detergent and stuff.
Mhm.
That's how young I was. I had to climb up there to get it, and
You had
then
to
pour it in and
You had to do
stuff.
that little hoist where you're like bouncing on your
Yeah, just-
stomach, laying on it, going and reaching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Life skills, man. That's what they
Mhm.
need to teach in school systems now.
they used to.
how
My
to
mom
how to
had
do a
take
press
that.
up to get
Yeah, straight
detergent.
muscle up.
Now grab the
Or something like
detergent.
No,
Yeah.
our mom told us she had to do that in I think in Ramona High School. She had to
Press
learn,
up?
she had to learn all the life skills and stuff like that.
They should. Like,
Because she
bring
always
that
complained
back
that we didn't learn that, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why they took it away. So Zach, what did you end up taking in high school though
for what?
for your elective?
I took film media, typing, drama. I did a semester. ASB kind of counted as one, but I did that for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
But yeah, we didn't have any like good electives. The good one was film media, but that guy turned out how he turned out. So
There's a couple teachers that we had at our high school that
Oh.
were like, I wonder if they're one of those people.
Oh no, you could, like, most kids knew, or most like teenagers knew who those teachers were. I had one who was a U.S. history teacher who was like that. It was very perverted. I had a math teacher who was very perverted.
Mhm.
I had a 3D arts teacher who was just super awkward, you know.
Oh, I know
And
who you're
then,
talking about. I had him too.
Huh?
I had him too. I know who you're talking
Mhm.
about. He's very weird.
And then a film teacher or whatever who was always trying to like
Act
hang
cool.
out with the popular kids for some reason. It was weird. It was always so
Some
weird.
people, dude. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was funny though. Like when it came out, well, not funny. It's actually pretty bad. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
when it came out that he was what he was, everybody from my school kind of posted like, "Oh yeah, he added me on Snapchat, added
Oh
me on
God.
different things." I'm like, one, why would you accept that?
Yeah.
That's what my first thought. I'm like, well, why would you accept that? And two, I'm like, oh wow, this guy was, I'd say, preying or
Yeah.
PREY, preying on people from my class and people who I knew. I'm like, oh my
maybe
god.
both. Maybe a bit of both. You know, you did go to that
I
school.
knew what private school was doing. Like, he's doing a little bit of both. Like, give me father for my sins, but like, whoa, sir.
Like, hey, I don't think God's gonna answer that prayer, buddy.
Yeah, I know. You're lucky you don't catch on fire.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think
like,
you're praying to the wrong one.
yeah, it all came out. Everyone was like, yeah, he had me on Snapchat. He sent me instant messages. I'm like,
Oh
dude, what the
God.
fuck?
Damn.
Hey, good thing he's put away.
I mean, I don't know if anything came of that perverted
Yeah.
teachers at the school, but I like we knew they were like perverted because like it's like, I mean, it grossed me out as a teenager, and it grossed me
I
out
remember
now.
you guys talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
long
like
ago.
one teacher would just like look down girls' shirts and stuff like that, or like the one time my friend raised his hand in our group, and he like looked up from his desk and was just like looking around, looked past him, and then looked back down his desk. And I told the girl in the group, I was like, oh, I bet you if you raise your hand, he'll come over. And then she did, and he walked right over, and yeah, we were all grossed out.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, just
So,
saying.
just don't go to school. Just don't go
be
to school.
homeschooled,
Be
all right?
homeschooled, all right?
Be homeschooled. They'll give you the real education. You learn a lot more.
Yeah, this is message to kids, all right? Just don't go to school. You don't need an education.
No, you
Hey,
get
if
real
you-
education, but
Hey, if you're a kid listening to this, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast, all right?
first of all, babe, John, put the mature signs on everybody. 18 and up only.
Calling people babe in here now.
I know.
First of all, babe.
First of all, babe, let me tell you.
Oh man.
You're wrong.
Zach's turning into a chav. Calling people babe.
That was last podcast.
First of all, babe.
Yeah, crazy. That's crazy. I don't. Oh, we're talking about prom and stuff. I was like, how did we even get on this subject?
Zach was talking about line dancing.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
It's a God night, Joe.
I don't know what to
That's
say.
so great.
I had issues, okay?
I want to make a fake flyer now. It just says like line dancing at a farm, live line dancing at a farm to Cut Night Joe.
I just remember setting up tables and whatnot. I'm like, dude, it smells so bad because it's a real life farm.
Where was the farm?
It was not Temecula, like 20 minutes south of Temecula.
Dude, that's terrible. That's a far
Why was it
drive.
so far? This
My
farm's
school
here.
sucked. My school sucked.
You could
I
have
don't know
borrowed
if
the ag department at El
Yeah, you
Cap.
could have went. You could have went to our school and done it.
Yeah, well, my school likes to pretend they're bougie and like, no, El Cap's just not it.
Yeah.
we're going north. Get the same smell and not fun experience. It was a terrible one.
That's like I told John, because I had dated a girl that went to a different school in the Grossmont High School district when I got out of high school, and she was talking about how other schools make fun of El Cap for their ag department, and I was like, wait, what?
That's
What?
pretty cool,
This is
though.
the first I heard of this.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't. I guess they call us like country people or something, or make some kind of jokes about us being from the country. Or
Make
whatever.
fun of us for the ag department. Why don't you make fun of us for East County?
Yeah, why don't you just make fun of us because we're in East County?
Yeah, East
Well,
County is just a L in general. But
the
like,
school they went to though, they were an indoor school, so I mean you can that kind of like minimizes it down because in East County there's
were
only one indoor
Oh,
school.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, there's only one indoor school.
what? Yeah, dude, I went to private school, but we're all outdoor. Okay.
It's like
Well,
they don't have money.
Yeah, like I remember I had asked her, I was like, so when it rains, like you guys don't have to worry about anything? She's like, no, it's all indoor, and I'm like, dude, we had to run to classes. Like we had, you know how far ag is from the school?
What do you?
Like you have to run to ag in the rain.
What do you do for PE in an indoor school? Do you just go in the gym?
Yeah,
gym or
I guess so. Yeah,
the football field.
Because we were always outside.
yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Out in the hot sun, burning up.
I
Dude.
still remember like freaking. It reminds me of when Andrew went to middle school. You know how you had to get like the workout clothes they give you for PE, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, when Andrew went there, they gave him a white T-shirt and wool, like short red shorts.
Oh, I remember those. I know which ones you're
And-
talking about. Oh,
and
so
I was
terrible.
like-
Too hot.
And I remember like when I was in 6th grade, and I was like, oh please God, don't let them give us those. Like those will be so uncomfortable and freaking hot. Luckily, I happened to be like the first year that they were like, we're gonna give people basketball shorts, and I was like, yes.
Oh, they were.
Let's
They were so good.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not wearing a white shirt. I'm gonna bring my own shirt. I think somebody told. I think one of the teachers was like, you can't wear your own shirt, and I was like, why?
Yeah, dude, that's the worst thing.
Like,
Like,
that's a good opinion, John. We'll think about it.
that's the like so terrible when you think about it.
Black shirt. Who cares?
Like middle school and high school, like teenagers going through changes and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're in PE. You're gonna give them a white shirt or a gray shirt for workout? Why? So people they can get embarrassed with pit stains and stuff like that. That's terrible. Poor kids.
Shout out Christian High, baby.
Shout out
Light
to any
blue.
high school.
Light blue shorts and a gray shirt that said your name on it.
I saw.
But I was gonna say the other thing is, hey, listen, if you are listening to this and you are in high school, take your PE clothes home and wash them.
Oh yes.
Take them home and wash them. Like, listen,
every day.
listen. People can smell it. People know when you put it on, it smells. Trust me. And I'm saying that because I did that once. Like I used to take because I washed my own clothes. You know, I would take my clothes home. Sometimes just at the end of the week, that's it. But every like I ended up buying another pair so I can switch them out.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna say.
But
Ask
one
your mom,
time,
buy an extra set. You
yeah,
gotta have to.
yeah, save up some money or ask your parents, whatever. Buy just an extra
if you
set.
can,
Switch them out.
if you can, buy five sets and just do what I did. Bring them to school that day in your backpack. Use them. Put them back in your backpack. Take them home.
Absolutely.
At the end of the week, you wash all of
Absolutely.
them.
No, sell
Well-
drugs. Do what you gotta do. Buy another set of PE clothes for the love of God.
Make that
Sell
money.
tickets to
Yeah.
a
For
line
everybody.
dancing party at a
It's for
farm.
everybody, not just you. It's for everybody. At least
But-
you need 2. Minimum is 2. You need
Yeah.
2 sets.
Yeah, and for all you high school boys out there, Axe body spray is not the solution. Okay,
Not the move.
it's not. All right,
Wash your ass. We
Just-
have a episode earlier. Wash
Yeah.
your ass.
just take a shower and use deodorant. All right, And, like drenching yourself in Axe body spray is an unpleasant experience for you and everyone around you. Okay,
For sure.
I used to stand next to people in PE who would just like in the commercials just all around. It was terrible.
The chesty, dude.
In the you would go into your next class and the whole class would just smell like Axe. Like, listen, these teachers do not get paid enough for you to be smelling up their classroom with Axe body spray. All right.
Walking
Listen,
in like
I get it's
caustic.
cheap. There's other deodorants that are cheap. You just need to put it on them pits, dude.
Don't piss chesty.
But yeah, no. I was gonna say one time I left my clothes over the weekend because I forgot to grab it. The problem was it was freshman year after swim class.
Mm.
That thing stunk.
Yes, it did.
And it smelled so bad.
I was gonna say, let this be a public service announcement to my coworkers. I had a guy work 36 hours straight. He smelled when I showed up. Works the next 12 after I left. I show up that next morning, still working, hasn't showered, did not change clothes. He was ripe.
Oh,
Bruh.
You're
Bro, I'm
I-
telling you.
I
Either bring another set of clothes or don't piss chesty with the axe. I will deal with the axe. I don't like the smell, but it's better than what you're giving off.
or just
That's
wash
all
your
I'm
ass,
saying.
you know.
Like we said, we're calling out people in our lives. My coworkers, I swear, you're working longer than 12 hours. Bring some body spray
You know what you
And
do?
wash your ass
You know,
before you show up.
you know what you do is you get a
Swear.
jar and you put whatever's like fund, and it goes, "What's this for?" I go, "Oh, it's for your water bill, so that you can wash yourself and your
Yeah.
clothes, because apparently you can't afford it."
Which is weird.
Oh.
He said he was part time. I'm like, cool, you make your own schedule. He scheduled himself for 36 hours straight.
Why?
What?
Probably to get his work
Bro,
out of the
go
way.
home, wash yourself, come back the next 12 hours. You got that time. He's like, nah, I got to go 36. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna bring
Then
a stick
when
of deodorant, brand new.
Yeah, when you take your break, take
Yeah.
a shower.
As soon as we get back to station, here's deodorant, here's some face wash, here's some baby wipes. Yeah, you know what to do. Okay,
Oh,
wash your
man.
ass. Oh my gosh, that man stunk.
Like there's times like I'll get up and like I sweat like while sleeping or something if it's too hot, and I'm like, dude, I need to take a shower because I smell
Yep.
ripe. Like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I'm like I smell ripe. You know, like I don't understand the going several. That's like I remember it was like it's someone had talked about, I think it was like anime convention or something, where this sounds so bad, but they had a post on the like at convention, like, please use deodorant. And I'm like,
out there. Damn.
I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, when I was younger, I was very self-conscious, you know.
Mhm.
I don't understand not using deodorant, knowing you smell like you. It's not that you can't smell yourself; you can smell it yourself,
Yeah.
you know.
See, that's the issue. Like, if you smell yourself, you absolutely smell bad.
Yeah,
Go take a shower, put deodorant on, do something.
yeah.
You're not just, you know.
Like trust me, if you can smell me, I've already smelt me, and I already know that I smell.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
when I went and cut weeds the other day, like towards the end, I was just like, damn, I smell, I stink, I can tell, you know.
That's what I tell Bailey. Like, as soon as I come back from jiu-jitsu, like, yeah, I stink. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go shower.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm giving off, right? I
Mhm.
know the vibes. It stinks.
Yeah, I know the waves I'm
Not
putting
smell
out there.
good. Exactly. I'm sorry. Is usually what I say. I'm like, I'm sorry. I know I stink. I'm gonna eat, and I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go change. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, just yeah. Listen, if you're an adult who's never been told this, or you're a teenager, whatever, use deodorant, please.
Mhm.
Please take showers. If you have the luxury of taking showers as often as you can, do it. Take a shower every day.
Yep.
Put on deodorant. All right. It's the least you could do.
It's like
You
a
know.
PSA now.
Mm-hmm. It's a PSA, dude. For teenage, listen, dude. I will impute all the wisdom I can to teenagers or people who are socially awkward or just, you know, adults that have, you know, social problems or something. I will. If you want to ask me questions, ask me. I'll answer them. I'll impute as much knowledge as I can to you to just make your life a little bit better and help you out. Because you know what, I gone through that shit, and I don't want anyone else going through it. You know,
Matthew's the hero of awkward people.
dude.
He's the awkward Avenger.
Dude, I was actually friends with a lot of awkward people in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Tweet at him. Let them know your opinions.
Yeah, like listen.
And I had awkward siblings.
Shut up. I was like more outspoken and like outgoing in high school, and I had a lot of friends who were a little more socially awkward, and I used to have to like stand up to bullies for them because people are jerks in high school. But
True.
But yeah, so like, hey, like if you're listening, you want to reach out, my socials are there. You know, you want to ask questions about deodorant or anything like that, you know, hygiene. Let's talk about it. Hey, we'll start a new podcast. You know, answering
Grab
questions.
the extra strength. You don't think you need it? Everybody needs it. Grab the extra strength.
Yeah, sometimes you know what? Hey, sometimes your body gives off more sweat or odor than others, and you need the extra strength. That's fine. It's part of life.
And
As long as you smell good.
Something else. The gel is not always the best option. It sweats off. It sweats off a lot more.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about hair for a second, and I was very confused.
The deodorant gel. I don't use the gel one anymore because it sweats off easier.
I use the dry spray.
I've
For
never
my
used it.
skin, it breaks out if I were like put the wrong stuff on it. I have sensitive skin for some reason. I don't know. But like dry spray, pa. Dude, that dope fits chesty. We're chilling.
Just got a
We're
white
chilling.
streak across your chest.
Also, here's a PSA to guys. This is for some adult men too. Also, hey, the 3-in-1 shampoo is not good for you. All right,
Do not
the
do
2-in-1 shampoo is not good for you.
not do that.
If it's Axe shampoo or conditioner, don't buy that either.
Yeah. If you want, go ahead, John.
Most of the time, don't even buy like the body wash and stuff in the men's section.
Yeah,
because they to make it smell like manly stuff, they put a lot of crap in it.
yeah.
Like I'll be honest,
But-
I just buy like Dove or something because I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, it's actually meant to
Oh,
make
yeah.
your skin soft and moisturized.
I have to buy a special one because my skin gets dry. So,
Yeah.
like, listen. Like, I freaking, it doesn't care if it doesn't look masculine. All right, it's about taking care of yourself. All right.
Yeah.
So, look at my hair. Looks nice, right?
Yeah.
I don't buy any men products for my hair.
That's all I was
Is
gonna say. If you want luscious locks like the Whiskey Boys, because
Yeah.
I mean, our hairline's kind of fire. For Welch's, right? Do not buy the 2-in-1. Buy feminine products. No, they work.
Yeah.
Buy the good stuff.
Like, hey, listen, if
Throw
you're
some extra dough, wash your hair once every like 3 or 4 days, right? Yeah, it'll get greasy, but it will adapt over time. It's gonna look good. I'm just letting you know. Right?
Buy-
Yeah,
buy
we
some
all
good-
agree. Those are facts.
good, buy some
Yeah.
good body wash. All right.
Absolutely.
Buy some good. Hey, you know what? While you're at it, hey, keep a little money on the side. Buy some face wash because you shouldn't be using body wash to wash your face. Okay.
Do not do that. Yeah, buy something.
We're starting a separate. Our after hours podcast is just going to be talking about hygiene and
It's gonna
answering
be
questions.
Body care, self love.
We're gonna get
Come on.
sponsored by like some body wash or something.
Hopefully Tula. That's what I use.
No, we're gonna get sponsored by those the shaver guys. Not-
Oh, Manscaped.
yeah, there you go. Those people.
Shave your pubes. All right.
You know what body
Yeah,
wash?
look at here we go. Here's the last thing you want is getting caught in your zipper. I'm talking about the hair, okay? that hurts.
I would say the body wash I do like that's like in the men's section is Everyman Jack. I do like that one.
It does smell good. That orange one does
Only
smell
the
good.
orange one though. I don't like any of the other ones. The other ones are too strong. Like they're like, you want to smell like a birch plank of wood?
Oh, dude,
It's like I don't like those
Absolutely.
ones.
dude. Okay, there's like candles like that too. Like, listen, I like certain candles because like I have a strong sense of smell. So like,
Oh,
I
no.
hate walking by Febreze aisles and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But there's like candles that are just like, oh, birch wood, manly, and I'm like, dude, this smells bad. Why would you want to light this candle and have it just like in the room? It's
Smells
just, or
a
like
wood
they're like,
shop in
oh,
here.
manly leather, and I'm like, why the hell would you want leather? It's like,
Yeah,
why
right?
would you want that smell? That's
I like
terrible.
the smell of new leather, but not like I don't want to have the constant smell of it.
Yeah. Why do I want to smell like I've been walking around with assless chaps? Like, no.
You ever wish you smelled like Boot Barn?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm saying like leather smells fine. Like, okay, cool. Someone's taking care of like whatever they're wearing. To have it constant though,
Yeah.
like, it's too
Yeah.
much.
It's like I remember one of my old friends made fun of me for going in Bath and Body Works. And I'm like, have you ever been in there? It smells good.
Right. Matt, look, I'm like, you don't wash your ass, do you?
Yeah, I was like, I can tell. You got a dirty ass. You don't wash your ass,
I'm
do you?
saying, the Whiskey Boy is about self care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta look out for number one, which is you. So,
Mm-hmm.
in all aspects of life,
And
hygiene, mental
gotta look out for
health.
number 2. We gotta wash number 2.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just look out for yourself. Sometimes you gotta take care of you before you take care of anybody else.
If
So,
you can
Mhm.
afford it, invest in a bidet.
I was gonna say that. Oh, wait,
Those
you're
are
over there.
amazing.
fire.
Bidets. Bidets are
Yeah, I would love to be sponsored by a bidet company.
God's gift to your butthole. Okay,
We're gonna have to reach out.
that sounds weird.
Like the water reaching
Oh,
out of
yeah.
a bidet.
The water reach out, but we gotta reach
Yeah.
out to them too. I'm just saying, Matt hasn't got sponsored by G Fuel in like
G
been here
Fool.
for a while.
Yeah, they're fools, John. That's why.
Yeah.
Like
Straight
G
going
Fuel,
around.
like, hey, G Fuel, if you had just turned in right now and you're watching this, hey, listen, we're done. I'm getting rid of all my G Fuel products. I've been trying to get a fridge for so long. Okay, all right. Look it, they don't even got the fridge in the club. All right, it's gone.
Yeah, look at your boy. He's in VIP. No G Fuel.
No G Fuel. All right. Look, any other company out there want to sponsor us?
He's gonna start courting rain.
Yeah. Shoot. You know what? If anything, hey, Zevia, you want to reach out to us? Shoot, I love this stuff. Shout out, Zevia.
Any brand that just wants to, whatever reason, sponsor us, we'll throw down. We'll let them know. We love your product. Okay.
Yeah, we'll put it instead of that mature rating. We'll put your brand name right there. Boom.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care if it's like illegal drugs,
Right.
steroids. All right.
Woody Allen?
The link. Yeah, Woody Allen.
No. We will
No, we're
not
not
do
going that far. We'll do illegal drugs and bad promos or bad sponsorships.
Yeah.
Big Pappy said, "Give this man a fridge." Hashtag ad.
All right.
I know, dude. I tweeted that the other day. I said, man, they show us no love. They don't want to give us a fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to give my boy a fridge.
This poor man couldn't paint his wall, and now he can't even get a fridge. Jeez.
Yeah, I had to go to the club because I couldn't paint my wall anymore.
Yeah.
This man's just shaking it for dollar bills.
Yeah.
Paint his
Like
wall.
this, I'm not visiting. I'm working. All right. I'm not on the clock right now. I'm on break. I do the podcast on break. I gotta go back out there pretty soon.
I hope you're all happy.
You're just waiting
My
for
boy's
them to
big.
announce Big Chones, and then you'll go out there.
Yeah. No, that's not me. That's their cousin.
No, that's N Chones.
I'm Thick Daddy Matt. All right.
Hey, Tony's, dude.
Yeah, they say Thick Daddy Matt. I gotta go.
Big Daddy Matt coming to the stage.
Mhm.
Chicks say for $10 a piece.
They said, reinforce the stage. Here comes Big Daddy Matt.
You say reinforce the stage. So stupid.
What are we doing?
Oh my gosh.
Let's make the OnlyFans at that time.
They're all, get the small trampoline out.
Yeah.
The stage is basically just the WWE ring.
Yeah.
I come in like an entrance. Like I just come running and sprint under, slide under the ropes. And then there's just a pole in the middle.
You get up, chonies are still stuck there, and you're up.
That's how I take the bottoms off, dude, to reveal the thong, dude. I slide in and the shorts fall off as I'm sliding in. Stand up, I'm just ready to go.
And just start thrusting.
Yeah, dude, I dive off the top
rolling.
rope onto the pole.
That just
Hey, I'd
sounded
pay
wrong.
for that
Oh,
action.
hey,
I'll be
hey.
honest.
You'd be talking about diving on pole, Matthew. We're gonna have to give you a mature
Hey,
rating.
Yeah,
put that in for mature on that.
Dude,
okay?
my routine is just the Lil Nas X music video. That's my whole routine.
On a holiday, and got O's on hose. Now that one?
Who ordered the Hell in the Cell?
Yeah, they put the cage down like that. I'm just crawling on the
Got you
cage.
for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of playtime.
That's what I do. I just crawl up on the cage and just start body rolling. Oh man, this just got really exciting for anyone listening on audio.
That poor man is stuck in the cage with that beast.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's a good way to end it.
You guys, okay. Yeah, we've been going for a good amount of time.
Oh, I think that's a good stopping time
Sounds good.
before we go any further, and then we really have to put our podcast for mature rated.
All right. Here we
All right.
go.
All right. Well,
Welcome to the Whiskey Boys After Hour.
Oh
We're
jeez.
gonna whisper into these microphones.
We're gonna whisper into these cameras.
Into the camera. He's whispering into the camera. He's like,
Yeah, we're gonna whisper. This is the ASMR channel at this point.
I just shit my pants.
Hey.
Yo, take it easy.
Imagine if there was a strip club that was like an ASMR. Like, welcome to the stage, Thick Daddy Matt.
Just like, how's everyone doing tonight?
You only play the
I
whisper
just
song.
got like a lavalier mic right here attached.
Yeah.
He's like, I was ready for the show.
They only,
Yeah, yo, Big Daddy Matt on OnlyFans, okay?
they only play the whisper song by Ying Yang Twins.
Wait till you see my hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh man, that part probably, if you're listening to audio, just got really weird.
If you're joining audio/live, we're gonna have Patreon for after hours because
Hey.
it's about to get mad freakier. I guarantee it.
Hey, for all you watching on YouTube or probably YouTube actually, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. For all of you on audio, we're sorry. We're sorry for that random
Accidents
ASMR.
happen.
But yeah, thank you for joining the Whiskey Boys podcast. If you want to check out my links, you can go to twitch.tv/Jonald214. You'll see all my stuff there. You can go to Zach's at twitch.tv/unexpectednoob6. And you can find Matthews at twitch.tv/agent_monkey, spelled MUNKY. Or, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find our channels and all of our links there. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you like the podcast, go ahead and, you know, leave a comment or, you know, a like and subscribe, you know.
And subscribe.
And if you have anything like you know, interesting that you'd like us to talk about, you know, go ahead and comment that too. Or let us know what you think the most overrated movie is out there. Because, you know, it'd be interesting to see other people's perspectives. But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week, or possibly if we stream tomorrow. I'm not sure, but obviously not on here, but on our own channels. But we hope you have a great night. Later.